right, y'all, today we're going to plant, eat crap. All right, y'all, today we're going to replant this fig. This is actually a black mission fig, and this is about, I would say 2 years old. We're going from a 3-gallon pot to, what do you think? It's about a 5-gallon pot, I think. If this is 3, that's a 5, or maybe a 7, but we're going to go in this nicer pot. Cool thing about figs is they will grow in containers for a long time without having to be repotted. I do a gradual repot and it works out really well for me. So we're going to go ahead and get this bucket probably about 1/3 of the way filled up. This is Landscaper's Pride Garden Magic. This is what I use for most of my raised beds, and it's just a good economical blend to use in the backyard. I would love to get truckloads of soil, but it's just I don't have the space. I'd have to have it dumped in the front yard and then put it in a wheelbarrow and bring it all the way to the front to the back, and then find a place where the cats won't use it as a litter box. Yep, but it's good stuff, nice and chunky, allows good drainage, but holds moisture as well, what you want. So we got that about 1/3 of the way filled up. So we're gonna go ahead and do some Nelson plant food. This is Genesis transplant mix. This is really helpful. You know, you'll get some droopy leaves and stuff when you do repotting, and this really helps with wilt and any kind of stress or transplant shock that a plant or a tree might have. So we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit in the bottom. Yes, there are instructions on the side. I kind of just do my own thing. Let's put that there, and then for the transplant, what I like to do is kind of squeeze the sides, and then I'll just kind of, just like that. A beautiful root system on this black mission fig. Yeah, so we're going to top it, stick it in here. And the cool thing about figs is when you put them in here, you can kind of angle them the way you want. Yeah, whenever I'm potting something, so this is how it was laying in that pot, but I can actually straighten it up. I can kind of plant it like this and stake it up. I could prune this off as well, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it and we'll stake it. I like to do this in the evenings. This is usually what I'm doing in the evenings when I get off from work. I'm usually repotting or transplanting or whatever. This is my life. Oh, check out this is my gardening table. I love this gardening table. I got it last year. It's aluminum, so it can be left out in the sun and it doesn't rust. I've had a bunch of tables back here and that really held up. I like how it lets the soil and the water all fall underneath. But we'll get this topped off. Pack it in as you go. I'll pack those sides in. And you can kind of almost bury this root ball a little bit. It's not going to hurt it. Honestly, the more of the tree you actually bury, the more roots it's going to grow. So don't worry about that. It's not like an apple or anything grafted. You got to worry about burying that graft or bury the root ball. Figs are very forgiving. So I always recommend them to first-time growers. So, and this is a really nice time to do this. Is in the 50s right now. It's a really nice time to do this kind of work. It's not too hot. All right, one more scoop. What's crazy is, you see this little one right here? Sometimes people, when they have figs, if they have like a low-lying limb like this, what someone might do is take the soil like this, and they'll lay it down and put like a stake or a rock on top, and it'll grow roots along the side, and you cut it. Let's do that. I think that'd be cool. Let's do that. This is what we'll do. Whenever we set it down, we will put this stone on this limb right here, and within like a month, we can cut it off here and we'll have a rooted cutting. Figs are so easy to grow. We got some Nelson's citrus, fruit, and avocado. Figs don't require much fertilizer. They don't require much water. They don't require much soil. They're very forgiving plants, but if you water them more often, you fertilize them more often, you're gonna have better results. So we'll go ahead and stake it. Kind of put this in the middle, just like so. I got these little clippies. These little clippies are awesome. And you just take it. I broke one, so here we go. It's good. Honestly, it's good. So now the only thing left we got to do is throw a label in here, because I'll tell you right now, if you ever lose a label for your fig, good luck figuring out what kind of fig it is, because I can't help you. The Lord won't be able to help you. Keep a label in your figs. Check your labels. And then we'll get this watered in. Don't let your dog eat the fertilizer. And we will definitely get black mission figs out of this fig. Fun fact, most fig Newtons are made out of black mission figs. So let's go. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it, we're gonna go put it into pretty much full sun. This time of year, it's not very hot, so we don't have to worry about the plant getting super stressed out. We're gonna take it over here, put a sprinkler on it. It'll get watered in the morning when the timer goes off. Hope this helps y'all out with your fig transplants or any other kind of transplant. If you have any questions, drop them down below, and let's get to gardening. Spring is almost here.